If you're busy and struggling to lose fat, you're not alone. Over the past 9 years, I've coached over 20,000 busy people to help them make fat loss progress. Despite working full-time, having kids, going to school, this video will give you the exact tips that my clients have used so you can make progress too, even with zero free time. Tip number 1, use your weekends to get ahead. Now, most people treat weekends like a break from fitness. You might be eating out, skipping movement, and just relaxing, but what happens is you end up undoing all of the progress you made during the week, or you're missing out on a big opportunity to use your weekends to make progress. And this mindset shift is your weekends are your biggest opportunity. Instead of seeing them as days off, look at them as days to catch up or get ahead. You're less tied to work hours, you have more flexible time windows, and can stack easy wins like meal prep, longer walks, or getting in workouts without having to have a strict schedule. Our clients take advantage of the weekend with 3 simple targets. Number 1, get in a workout no matter what. This way you only have 2 workouts you need to do throughout the week. 1 meal prep session, even just prepping 2 or 3 meals can make your life exponentially easier during the week. And use the weekend to take longer walks and get more daily steps so that your weekly average of steps can be higher. And let me explain this one. Maybe during the week, since you're busy, you can only get 4,000, 5,000 steps. But if on the weekends you get 10,000, your weekly step average will be about 7,500 steps, all because you're getting ahead and taking advantage of the weekend. This way, even if the weekdays do get chaotic, you've already banked workouts, food, and steps. And now weekends are no longer where your progress dies, it's where progress thrives. You like that one? Tip number 2, setting movement guidelines around social media use. Now, most people say they don't have time to move or exercise more, but if I was to go into your settings of your phone and look at how much time you spend on social media, I might have just found you some time. The problem really isn't a lack of time, it's low energy habits like scrolling eat away tiny pockets of time all day long, and especially at night. And those missed moments could have been used to move more or build momentum for fat loss. So instead of fighting your scrolling habit, and I'm not telling you to stop doing that, link your social media use to movement. If you want to scroll, get up and walk around your house, go take a walk outside, use your walking pad, even march in place. And over the course of a week, this little thing can add to extra hours of movement, which could be thousands of calories burned, which will help you lose more fat. No gym required, no time block needed. You're just turning wasted time into winning time. And that flows right into my 3rd tip. Tip number 3, the best investment you could make for your fat loss. Most busy people believe they physically can't move more because they're stuck to their desk for 8 to 10 hours a day. And then maybe you're being a chauffeur, driving your kids here, driving home from work. And you think, how can I go get 10,000 steps if I'm here all day? And this leads to giant chunks of the day where you're completely sedentary and just sitting down. And over weeks and months, that compounds into extra pounds gained, low energy, and you feel stuck, like you can't do anything about it. But the shift is realizing that movement doesn't need to be dedicated exercise time. It can happen while you're doing other things. By investing in a walking pad, which is basically a compact treadmill you put under your desk, you eliminate the biggest barrier, which is time. And suddenly, at least some of those office hours that you were sitting all day, you start getting daily steps without needing extra motivation, blocking off time at the gym, or a bunch of equipment. I can put a few of my recommendations for walking pads below. I am not sponsored by any of these companies. I just find my clients find them helpful. And I would aim to use it on work calls, while you're watching TV, if you're answering some emails. And remember, you don't have to do this at a very fast pace. Even a speed of 1 or 1.5 over the span of 30, 60, 90, 120 minutes can help you easily rack up 4, 5, 6, 10,000 steps. And just to hammer this home, imagine this. If you sat all day, that's next to no energy burned, but walking at a 1.5 speed while you work is an extra 150 to 200 calories per day. And over the course of a month, that would be equivalent to 3 to 5 pounds lost just from walking while you're doing what you're already doing. You're spending the same amount of time, just smarter with it. Speaking of spending your time in a smarter way, tip number 4, pre-tracking your food to reduce decision fatigue. Most busy people fail at staying consistent because they try to wing it throughout the day. And by the time you get home, you're tired, you're stressed, you're hungry, and making good food choices or going to get a workout feels impossible. Trying to track meals reactively during the day often leads to skipping tracking altogether or eating way off plan and not realizing it until you get to the end of the night. And the shift a lot of our clients have made is tracking food isn't just about knowing how many calories you're eating, it's about removing decision fatigue. When your meals are already pre-tracked in your day in a calorie counting app like the one I built, you can check this out, the link will be in the description of the video, you eliminate hundreds of micro decisions. Instead of wondering what should I eat to stay on track when you're busy and exhausted, you simply follow the plan you already laid out that you know is going to get you results. So each night before bed, or every morning when you wake up, whichever works best for you, quickly log what you're going to eat for that day. You don't have to be perfect, just make a rough plan. Include your meals, your snacks, and think about what time of day you normally eat. And if you eat something off plan than what you put down, that's okay. You'll be able to adjust better because you'll know because you have the plan. This tiny habit can save you hundreds of calories, hours of stress, and prevent those "how did I end up overeating again" moments. Busy days don't ruin progress. Unplanned days do. And that's why it's so important to do our next tip. Tip number 5, don't assume people know about your goals. Most people silently struggle to find time for their health because they assume everyone around them understands their goals and what they're trying to do. But no one can support a plan they don't know about. And this leads you to have constant interruptions, resentment on your end because you think no one is supporting you or respects your time, and eventually you end up quitting because you feel like it's impossible to juggle everything. The shift happens when you realize your time needs to be communicated and defended, not assumed. You have to communicate your needs clearly, just like a work project or an important appointment. Most people aren't trying to sabotage you, although some are. They just don't know. So what we have told our clients to do is have a short, direct conversation with your boss, your partner, your family, whoever it is in your life about your fitness goals and what you're trying to do. Clearly explain you're blocking time for workouts, for meal prep, for going to bed on time. Make it clear this is what you're doing. You're not asking them to help. You're simply asking them for their support because you're gonna do it anyway, and they can maybe even join you if they see fit. Picture it like this. You wouldn't expect your boss to approve a week off of work without you requesting it, right? Your fitness is no different. Taking 5 minutes to clarify your goals and what you're doing can save you months of frustration and help everyone around you become your biggest allies and supporters. And guess what? If they don't, you're still a badass and you're still gonna do it anyway. And our next tip I've seen almost every one of our clients do, and it's helped them be so successful. Tip number 6, what to do for breakfast every day. We talked about decision fatigue prior, but most people truly don't realize how many tiny decisions they have to make during their day, which absolutely drains your energy. One of them including, what am I gonna eat for breakfast? Starting your day with uncertainty means you're already wasting mental bandwidth. And by noon or 1 p.m., you're already tired of making choices, and that's where nutrition starts to fall apart. The constant guessing adds up to inconsistency, poor tracking, and feeling overwhelmed. The mindset shift is realizing consistency beats variety when you're trying to lose fat and stay on track. Eating the same thing or the same couple of meals every day for breakfast removes a major decision right at the start of the day, and you can know you're already on the right track with your nutrition, setting yourself up for success and building momentum the rest of the day. And if I were you, I would choose 1 to 3 simple high-protein breakfasts that you enjoy. Some examples might be Greek yogurt with berries, a protein shake with a piece of fruit, or some eggs and avocado toast. Stick to that Monday through Friday, and your breakfast will just become autopilot, and it makes it much easier to track if you already know exactly what you're eating and how many calories and protein it is. Think about it like this. Every decision you have to make drains your battery from the willpower. Choosing the same breakfast every day is like starting your day with 100% battery as opposed to 75%. Any way you can make your nutrition more simple is going to help you, and that's exactly what we're gonna do in tip number 7. Tip number 7, follow this simple mindful eating rule. Most busy people underestimate how much extra calories they consume from mindless eating. Grabbing a handful of chips there, picking at some leftovers, licking the peanut butter off of the spoon. These calories add up fast without even registering in your tracker or even in your brain thinking that they're adding up. And it's making your fat loss exponentially harder. The breakthrough is realizing eating is an intentional act, not a background activity. If you force yourself to sit down and eat off of a plate, even a handful of nuts or those bites off of your kids' plates leftovers, you create a hard pause. That pause brings awareness, slows you down, and helps you naturally eat less without even tracking. So make a strict rule. If you are going to eat, you have to be sitting down and eating off of a plate. No exceptions. Even if it's just a few almonds, grab a plate, sit down, and eat mindfully. If you're too busy to plate your food, you're too busy to eat it. This simple filter catches mindless actions without even having to track. Although if you are tracking your food, if you have to sit down on a plate to eat it, you're gonna think twice about if you really want to add those extra calories. And remember, if it's worth eating, it's worth plating. If it's not worth plating, it's not worth eating. This tiny rule will save you thousands of calories eaten throughout the week. And our next tip, well, that's gonna save you a ton of time in your workouts. Tip number 8, use supersets to double results in half the time. Most busy people believe they need an entire hour of uninterrupted time to get a workout. So when the schedule gets tight, most people just end up skipping it. And for people who are short on time, the traditional do one set and then rest might not be the most efficient way to staying consistent with your workouts. So the breakthrough can come by realizing you can get twice the workout in the same time by pairing exercises together using a method called supersets. By doing 2 movements back to back, you can do more work in less time and not have a negative impact on your workout if you plan it the correct way. And the way you're going to plan it is pair 2 opposing muscles together. So for example, you might do a chest press with a bent over row, or you might do a Romanian deadlift with a goblet squat, or you might do a bicep curl superset with a tricep extension. This can turn a 60-minute workout into a 30 or 40-minute workout without losing intensity or results. Supersets are like choosing the express lane on the highway. You're getting to the same place, just faster. And what also can help you save a ton of time with your nutrition is our next tip. Tip number 9, the ultimate grocery shop hack. Most busy people feel overwhelmed trying to juggle family, work, kids, social life, and trying to grocery shop and meal prep for your fat loss journey, which by the way, eats up a ton of time every week. Could we agree? The commute to the store, wandering through the aisles, wondering what you're going to eat. You could easily waste 1 to 3 hours just on grocery shopping alone, which leaves you too busy to meal prep or too busy to get a workout. And the shift comes when you realize grocery shopping isn't a fitness task, it's a life task. And your fitness time should go to working out and meal prepping, not walking circles around a grocery store. Ordering groceries online can buy back time that you can directly invest into your fitness. So your next grocery order, I want you to set up an online order. It takes 10 to 15 minutes max. I would schedule pickup or delivery. Delivery is a little bit more expensive, but it'll save you that much more time, and it'll probably save you money in the long run because you're not in the grocery store buying bullshit. Think about what you can do with that extra time. The average person spends over 50 hours a year grocery shopping. Imagine putting even half of that time into workouts and meal prep. I'm telling you, this is the ultimate hack, and if you don't start doing it, you are missing out. Just like you're missing out if you don't do our next tip. Tip number 10, short walks versus long walks. Most busy people think walking means dedicating a large chunk of time to getting their steps. But in a day packed with meetings, commute, kids, work, that big uninterrupted block almost never happens. The result? Movement gets skipped altogether and you continue to struggle to lose fat. The game can really change for you when you understand taking short 5 to 10 minute walks throughout your day are just as powerful, if not better, than one giant session for walks. It's less pressure, it's easier to fit into your real life schedule, it still burns calories, it helps give you more energy and stay more focused. So I would aim to get 3 to 6, 5 to 10 minute walks during your work day. Think they're movement snacks, not full workouts. But if you consistently get 5 to 10 minute walks, that will be anywhere from 500 to 1,000, 1,500 steps at each time, which will add up throughout the day to 6,000 to 10,000 steps easily. And even if you do have to have a walk later at night, it's only a 15 or a 20 minute as opposed to it's 7 p.m. and you have 2,000 steps. Think of it like this. One 60-minute walk is one giant deposit into your health bank, but 3 to 6 10-minute walks are small auto payments that are easier, lighter, and add up just the same over time. And trust me, if you think 10 minutes isn't good enough, 10 minutes is better than 0 minutes. And that leads us right into our next tip. Tip number 11, working out 3 to 4 times a week is better than 5 to 7 times per week. Most busy people burn out and struggle to stay consistent with their fitness because you think you have to work out 5 to 7 days a week on top of an already jam-packed schedule that you have. So inevitably, you're going to miss some days. And when you miss some days, you feel guilty, you feel like you ruined all of your progress, you think you're just not disciplined enough, and you just say, fuck it, when in reality, the plan was unrealistic from the beginning. Realize 3 to 4 solid workouts per week is more than enough to lose fat, build muscle, and change your body, especially if you're busy. Consistency over a long period of time beats intensity over a short period of time. By aiming for fewer, higher quality sessions, you actually improve recovery, stay motivated, and make fitness a real sustainable part in your life, not just some, if it's perfect, I'll work out this week. My favorite workout splits for 3 or 4 times a week are lower body, upper body, full body, or lower body, upper body, lower body, upper body. I have a free workout program below as well if you would like to check that out. And view the other days of the week as physical and mental recovery days and hit those steps that we've been talking about so much. And I promise you will see progress. Picture it like this. Trying to do 5 to 7 workouts a week when you're busy is like trying to pour 10 gallons of water into a 5-gallon bucket. It's gonna overflow, make a mess, and then ruin everything. Training 3 to 4 times a week is filling the bucket up just right, fitting your lifestyle. And this goes right into our next tip. Keep your workouts short. 15 to 45 minutes is more than enough. You watching this probably believe if you can't work out for at least 60 minutes, then it's not worth it. This all or nothing thinking leads you to continue to skip workouts, get overwhelmed, and feel like fitness just isn't something that's gonna fit into your lifestyle, so why even bother? But long workouts aren't magic, and waiting for the perfect hour block is when momentum dies. The breakthrough a lot of our clients have is realizing intention matters way more than duration. A focused 20 to 30 minute workout where you actually push yourself is far more effective than a 60 or 90 minute workout that's distracted or half effort exercises. When you shrink the time limit, it's less overwhelming, so you actually stick with it. You increase the intensity and urgency, and you make it sustainable long term. So change your mindset to know that 15 to 45 minutes isn't too short. It's actually perfect. Use the superset strategy that we talked about earlier. And again, if you need a free workout program, click the link in the description below. It's not about the time you spend in the workout. It's about the work you do in the time you have. Tip number 13, what to order when you eat out. Most busy people get thrown off track when you have to eat out at restaurants because those meals are designed for maximum taste, not for fat loss. And there are specific things that make it even more challenging, like default sides of garlic bread, French fries, mac and cheese, which can easily add up to 500 to 1,000 calories for that meal. So I know you're busy and you're probably going to have to eat out, which is okay. You can do that and still make progress. You're just gonna have to control your order a bit better, and here's how. You can instantly lower the calories of your meal and stay fuller for longer by simply swapping the heavy carb sides for veggies. There's no complicated math, you don't even have to track it in a food app, and you can know it'll help you with your fat loss. And here's an extra pro tip for you. If given a choice, and even if not given a choice, you can still tell them to do this. Make your veggies steamed, grilled, or roasted, because these 3 things are usually cooked in much less oil, which can also save you an easy 200 to 300 calories. And one last bonus, I'm sorry, I wanna give you all that I can. Ask for the dressing or the sauces on the side. You'll leave the meal feeling satisfied and high energy, and knowing that you stuck to your calories. This simple tweak can make a huge difference, just like our next tip. Tip number 14, set a minimum daily standard for movement and nutrition, even on your busiest days. Most people approach their fitness with the all or nothing mentality, and when life gets hectic and you can't stick to your perfect plan, whether it's workouts, meal prep, or 10,000 steps, you assume you've failed and you're off track. This will forever lead to periods of inconsistency, guilt, and no progress. The breakthrough is realizing something is always better than nothing. I want you to think about setting a non-negotiable minimum speed, a tiny baseline that you know you can hit every day no matter what. It should feel easy to you, because if it feels easy, you will actually do it. And if you actually do it, you will get the consistency you are looking for. And the best part, these tiny baselines will consistently add up over time to the big results. And if you do more than the tiny baseline, awesome. But choose a small, achievable minimum standard for movement and nutrition. For movement, this could look like walk 5,000 steps per day, no matter what. And for nutrition, this could look like get 1 solid high protein meal per day, no matter what. If you do those 2 things, you win that day. And this is important because if you feel like you are winning, you will want to do more and keep going, or at the very least, you will stay consistent. And think about it like this. A bad day hitting your minimum standard is still a good day for your long-term success. Tip number 15, pre-plan your dinners for the week ahead to avoid last-minute unhealthy choices. Earlier, we talked about pre-planning your day ahead, but most busy people stay on track all day only to crash and burn at dinner. And I get it. It's the meal where you're most tired. You probably have to cook for your family as well, and your willpower is at its absolute lowest the later in the day goes on. And this is where ordering takeout, drive-thrus, or just not caring about portion size or calories at all comes into play, which throws you off from making progress. But just remember, fat loss isn't about having perfect meals, it's about having planned meals. If you pre-plan your dinners for the work week especially, even if it's just loosely, you'll eliminate the nightly battle of what are we having for dinner? You make a good decision once, let's say on Sunday when you plan your dinners ahead of time, as opposed to trying to make it every single night at 7 p.m., which is probably not working for you. So spend those 10 to 15 minutes on Sunday and come up with dinners that include 1 protein source, 1 veggie source, and 1 carb source. Write it down, make it visible to you and to the members of your family if you have one. You'll save energy, reduce stress, and massively cut down on the chances of you overeating when you're exhausted. Tip number 16, stock 3 to 5 go-to meals that take under 3 minutes to prepare. Most busy people break their diets, not because they don't know what healthy food is, but because when hunger hits, they don't have fast, easy options available. In these chaotic moments, convenience wins, which usually means fast food, random snacking, or overeating. A lot of times, if the healthy choice isn't the fast choice, it won't happen. So what we encourage all of our clients to do is make the healthiest choice the easiest and fastest choice by coming up with 3 to 5 go-to meals that can be made in under 3 minutes. This way, even when life is crazy busy or you're exhausted or don't feel like cooking, you will still stay on track. My 3 meals are a protein shake with a piece of fruit, oatmeal mixed with peanut butter, protein powder, Greek yogurt, and berries, or I make a sandwich with rotisserie chicken, lettuce, and mustard. I keep those ingredients at all times in my house because I know no matter what, I can pull those, make those meals. I like it. It keeps me full and satisfied, and it still helps me stay on track. So you gotta figure out what those are for you. And if you want us to help you, you can click the link in the description of the video to check out our coaching options. And I want you to think of it like this. Not having quick meals ready is like trying to put out a fire, but you have to build the fire truck first. Having 3 go-to meals that are under 3 minutes is like already having the fire extinguisher in your hands. Busy days will come, but the preparation means they won't throw you off track. And that goes perfectly into our next tip. Tip number 17, prep your workout clothes the night before to eliminate friction. Most busy people struggle with workout consistently, not because you're lazy, but because tiny friction points pile up. When you're tired in the morning or drained after work, even simple tasks like finding your gym clothes and packing a bag can feel incredibly overwhelming. Those little delays add just enough friction for you to say, fuck it, I'd rather be fat. The breakthrough is realizing success happens when you remove friction in advance. If your workout clothes are already laid out, the choice to train becomes automatic, not negotiable, or at least it's harder to negotiate. And you don't waste any willpower trying to gear yourself up for it. You just put the clothes on and go. So every night before you go to bed, choose what workout clothes you're going to have for the next day and put them in a place where you will see them. And remember, the less you have to think in the moment, the more you will act. Tip number 18, time block workouts, meal prep, and movement into your calendar. Right now, you're probably treating your fitness as a bonus, something you'll try to fit in after everything else is done. But when life gets crazy, the optional things always get sacrificed first. If your workout doesn't have a space on your calendar, life will fill that space with something else. Your fitness needs to be a movable appointment, not a maybe if I have time event. By time blocking your workouts, your meal prep, your movement into your calendar, you protect that time physically and mentally. If it's scheduled, it's real, you're much more likely to show up for it, and you also start to treat them as non-negotiables. If somebody asks for something during your scheduled block, just like you would with something else on your calendar, you say, I'm sorry, I already have something scheduled. Because if you don't make those goals a priority, they are never going to happen. All of these tips are gonna help you lose fat even when you're busy, but to actually lose the fat, you're gonna need some more advice. Watch this video here so you can know exactly how to set up your diet to lose fat in the easiest way possible.